Animal welfare groups have been scrambling for over a year to try and save the space chimps. Chimpanzees are our closest relatives in nature, they argue. Intelligent, capable of language, affection, even sorrow. The 144 space chimps are even more special, they say, because they're survivors and descendants of the animals which paved the way for man in space. They've paid their dues. The Air Force doesn't see it that way. It told us earlier this year the chimps would be treated like so many pieces of surplus furniture. When the Pentagon tried to turn over all of the chimps to a biomedical lab called the Colston Foundation, animal groups were outraged, especially in light of Colston's record on animal welfare.
These animals have been cooked to death, they've died of thirst, dehydration, bled to death. This isn't even in research, this is neglect.
As an example, 3 monkeys were cooked to death. They were in a little room. Temperatures got 140, 150 degrees. They were actually cooked to death, alive. And I think that's not nitpicking. And I think if anybody suggests that they're being well taken care of, they're mistaken.
The intervention of Senators Harry Reid and John Glenn put some pressure on the Air Force, but earlier this year, the Pentagon still awarded most of the space chimps to Colston, a decision which critics say is a death sentence. At Colston's lab, chimps are isolated in metal cages, injected with AIDS, hepatitis, and other diseases. They will live out their lives alone and in agony. Only 31 of the chimps were spared, a bone thrown to animal groups, and now the lucky 31 are in San Antonio, Texas, where they will spend the rest of their days in the comfort of an animal sanctuary. Animal groups in Las Vegas and elsewhere still hope to save those left behind. A lawsuit against the Air Force has been filed.
We have to save them all, but obviously every one saved is one better. So if it needs to have them saved in groups, then we will save them in groups.